Good morning and welcome to the Senior Hour, which is sponsored by Comfort Keepers in Home Care and Advanced Audiology. I'm Barbara Cochran on your hometown station 98.1 FM, AM 1220, KHTS. This is a show for, about, and by seniors, giving information to enhance one's quality of life. And our first guest this morning is Phil Nordella, who is a real estate agent.
I am.
Yes.
Hi, how are you?
Welcome to the show. It's
Thank
nice to see you. How long have you been a real estate agent?
Well, I've been a realtor for, in January, I'm starting my 28th year.
Whoa.
Yeah. I've been an owner of a company for 25 years, and now I work for another company, which is great. I work for a different company now, and I love it. It's a great job.
28 years. And you were
28
telling me before we came on that you have a brother who is a doctor.
Yep, my brother. When I went to real estate school, he went to UCLA Medical School. He went to school for 9 years to become a doctor. I went to school, unfortunately, for 90 days to become a realtor. And for the first, 10 years, I actually made more money than he did, which kind of upset him a little bit, I think. But he's a great guy. He was one of the top family physicians out here. He owned a company called SCVI Quality Care right in front of the hospital. Mm-hmm. And at one time he had 25,000 patients. Wow. And he was rated for like 6 years in a row the #1 doctor in Santa Clarita. So we're very proud of him.
I met him. I know I did. That the name, as soon as I heard the name this morning, I thought, I know somebody else, Nordella.
You know, actually what put him, what made him put him on the map was the fact that he would actually spend as much time as the patient needed. Now, there's a downside to that because sometimes people would sit in the outer office for a couple hours waiting for him.
That's
but
true.
He would actually, no matter how long it took, he would actually take the time and spend it with you, so you felt like you weren't being rushed out, which is important. Yeah.
It is. It's very important. And Dr. Dorio, who is usually here today, we're co-hosts, he makes home calls.
Oh, wow.
And that I wish more doctors would do more of.
That's a great thing.
Because when you go to the patient's home, you see the surroundings, you see what possibly could happen if such and such and so and so.
Absolutely.
You know, from a lot of safety issues.
Sure.
I know that when my husband was so ill, Jean came over and came to visit him.
Yeah, and that's important to see because they can actually see the type of help that they actually get. Because sometimes,
right.
Somebody doesn't get the help that they need, and you've got to take care of that to make sure that they
That's
do
right,
have the help.
because if a doctor had, if his or her doctor had gone to the home, they would have seen possibly more than they would have when he came into the
Absolutely.
office.
You know, they've got the new thing now that you can actually get online and have a doctor see you online, which is not the same. It's not
No.
Obviously, you lose something there, but that's I think they call that doc in a box.
Doc in a box.
Because you actually see them on the computer, right? So you're actually seeing them on the screen. They call them doc in a box, yeah.
Well, I guess that's technology for you, isn't it?
That's pretty
I
crazy.
barely know how to use my cell phone, let alone do something like that. Good heavens.
That's funny. That's funny. Oh, hey, I wanted to give a quickie shout out to Steve and Linda Spiker. They're two new people that are going to be fans of your show, and they live in Corona Del Mar. And they wanted to listen today, and I told them about it, and I said, all you got to do is download the app, the KHTS app.
There you go.
And he said it took 1 minute. And so now, guess what? They're listening. So, Steve and Linda.
Are they listening? Yes.
We didn't want you to move out of Santa Clarita, but you did, and you moved down to, Corona Del Mar, which is, really, really nice. And so thanks for listening.
Yes, and welcome to the Senior Hour. I'm Barbara Cochran with my co-host, who is not here, Dr. Jean Dorio. Yes, welcome. Okay, what are we going to talk about today?
Well, a couple things.
Okay.
First thing is I just wanted to kind of give the seniors out there the knowledge of where they can go if they want to go to senior living, because that's usually something that's geared around the special needs of the elderly. And even though I know that most seniors are not really considered elderly anymore, I'm 62.
I won't tell you how old I am. How young I am.
There you go.
No, 83.
Oh, Oh,
83.
my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
And
Look
so
at you.
excited to
Look
be
at you.
83.
You look better than me.
Oh,
That's
no.
not fair.
Thank you, sir.
That's amazing. So
I
anyway,
think
so
I'll have you around for a little bit longer.
sure, I'll hang out. So anyway, so the very first area obviously is Friendly Valley. Friendly Valley, we know it's part of Newhall, and those sell approximately for between the low twos and the mid threes. Okay, the nice thing about that, and this is something that a lot of, in fact, most people like this, is they've got a guarded gate,
Yes, they do.
which is nice, so that you get more of a feeling of security. The HOA is fairly high, but what you get for that when it comes to getting the guarded gate, and when you get the golf that you can actually play, because they got a little golf course,
That's right.
And I think that you
Yes.
can play for free as long as you pay your
Yes.
HOA dues.
Yes, that's
and there's no
correct.
Belarus, which is important because obviously that's a tax that a lot of people are trying to stay away from.
They also have a beautiful area where you can hold parties and functions.
That's
It's
terrific.
a beautiful, beautiful clubhouse, and it is enormous.
I've sold quite a few properties in there over the
Oh,
years.
yes.
People seem to love it.
It is. It's a wonderful place to live, and it's safe.
Yeah, that's nice.
the nice part about it.
Yeah, that's important.
Yes, it is.
Second area is Five Knolls. Now these are newer. Okay, it's an area of five Knolls. They sell for between mid to high fives, but they're brand new. They're gorgeous. The HOA is only 190, and I believe after they've sold them all, I believe there's going to be a gate. I'm not positive.
Now, where is that located?
Five Knolls is over in Saugus. It's over by Newhall Ranch, as Newhall Ranch goes over towards Canny Country.
All right.
Okay. Now, they have Belarus. Okay. Belarus is that ugly tax that they actually have to pay extra for infrastructure.
Why?
What's that?
Why?
Oh, well, if I explain Belarus, it'd be a whole other show. However, Belarus is a tax that if the builder says that they want the owners to pay for the tax for the infrastructure such as schools and fire departments and everything, if they want to pay that separately, then they'll add a Belarus tax on there. And on average, they used to be only 22 years. However, now with the new construction that they're doing, the Belarus tax is a contract that you sign for up to 50 years. So we've got a lot of areas that were Belarus, like North Bridge and some other areas that used to, when they first started, they had a Belarus tax, but the 22 years ran out. They didn't vote on anything else to actually extend it, so they're no longer have Belarus. Okay, which is kind of nice. So this is something that if you're actually ever thinking of selling, this is what a professional realtor actually helps you with, and it guides you to the point where you can either find some of these great pockets that no longer have Belarus, although they had. And that helps, that helps. So that's why a professional realtor comes in handy. The very last and the most expensive area for seniors is the Belcaro.
Yes,
Belcaro is more expensive. They are in Valencia, okay, off of McBean. They're between the mid sixes to the low sevens, but those again have a gate with a guard at the gate, and they're very, very, very nice. They don't have huge lots, which is good because if you're getting up there, you don't really want to have to mow your lawn.
No.
Which is a good thing.
Yes, it is.
So, but those are the three that I would have to say that are the most prevalent when it comes to the senior housing.
Well, now, what about Oakmont Senior Living?
Oakmont Senior Living is terrific also.
They have two now.
Yep. I didn't actually take notes on those. So,
Well, Margie Weiss every once in a while comes in, and she manages both of those.
yeah.
And they have a lot of amenities that are really helpful for seniors.
See, now I've never sold one of those. So, are they for sale or are they just for rent?
No, I think they're for sale.
They are. Well, you caught me on something.
I
'cause
think
I've
I'm
never
pretty
sold- I've
sure
never
they are
sold-
for sale.
Yeah. Well, good. Terrific. That's something that we can talk about on another show.
Yes, yes. You need to get involved.
I do. In fact, after 28 years, I'm surprised that I haven't actually sold one. So that's why I was thinking maybe that those just are for lease. But it's very possible. And I will check as soon as I leave here.
Now, I may be wrong. They may be for lease or for rent, but I was under the impression that they are for sale.
Yeah.
But anyway, what made you decide to get into real estate?
Well, interesting. When I first started working, my very first job was for a man named Merv Griffin. Did you Remember Merv Griffin?
Yes, yes. My goodness.
My job
My
was
goodness.
he was a great guy, really nice guy. My job, believe it or not, was basically his bodyguard.
Oh,
Now,
my
Merv Griffin
goodness.
didn't really need a bodyguard, so I really didn't have anything to do. However, that was my job. I got up in the morning, I followed him to the office, and then at the end of the day, I'd follow him home to make sure nobody followed him home,
Oh,
and
my
so that was a good
goodness.
thing. And then I got fired. How, you ask?
You got fired?
Yeah, I got fired. That was my very first job I ever got fired for, and it was the last time I've ever gotten fired. He went to New York, and he said, "I want you to do cue cards. I want you to be on stage with me just in case anything happens, but I want you to do my cue cards," which means I would write the cue cards and hold them up as he'd sing a song and things like that. And he went to New York. He goes, "You got 2 weeks to actually figure out how to do the cue cards because you got to be ready to be on stage with me when I get back." And I said, "Absolutely not a problem." And was working really hard on it. And my immediate boss said, "God, you've been working hard. Go take a couple of days off." And I did. And he called while I was gone. And the guy didn't want to tell him that I took the vacation. And so he fired me
Oh,
without
my
even, I never
goodness.
saw him again. He was in New York and he fired me from New York. So that was messed up. So
But
anyway,
that wasn't your fault.
it wasn't my fault. And yet, but I was a kid. I was 20 years old and I didn't know what to do about it. And so I just licked my wounds. I thought I really had a good position there. And so I was in desperate need of work. And a friend of mine was installing alarm systems at the time. And he said, "I can get you a job installing alarm systems." And I said, "Awesome. How much do you make?" He goes, $4 an hour. And I went, "Oh my God, this is awesome." Little did I know that if I took that job, I would be in crawling underneath houses at
Oh,
150-degree heat
oh,
and in
no.
attics and stuff like that for $4 an hour. And just before I applied, he said, you should try sales." And I went, "I don't want to be a salesman. Salesmen, they've got big wide ties and they smoke cigars and, there's no way. I just don't want to do it." And he said, "Well, you should try." And I said, "Okay." So I got my AA in theater arts and I thought, okay. So I went and because I had my AA in theater arts, I knew how to act. And so they put me through a training program. And at the very end of it, I was the best one out of the training program to actually pitch the alarm systems. They gave me a lead. I went out there and I sold it, and I made more money in 3 hours than I did working for Merv Griffin in 2 months.
Oh, my goodness.
In 2 months, and so I was hooked. So within 3 months, I was the top seller for alarm systems,
Wow, that's terrific.
and then I became a manager, and then I left them and started my own. And and they told me I was crazy. They said, "You're a kid. You don't know anything about owning an alarm company." And I said, "Okay, fine." And within 8 years, I ended up selling the alarm company back to them for just under $2 million when I was 30. So that was cool. And so it was fun actually going in there and saying, "Well, I thought you said this wasn't going to work." And they wrote me a very large check, which was awesome. So then I get into movie producing. And because I wanted to be an actor, and I figured if nobody's going to hire me because I can't act, I figure I'll actually hire myself, and started a movie production company. And starred in my own feature film. I paid for the whole thing. I won't tell you the name because it's so terrible.
Oh,
If you ever have trouble sleeping, I can get you a copy. You just put it on, you'll fall right to sleep.
that's funny.
And then I was losing. I broke even. It took me 2 years. I broke even. So I said, "I've got to get a job." And I went, "What should I sell? I'm a good salesman. I know. I'll try real estate." And it went out well. Within 3 years, I was the number one agent in the company, and I bought 33% of the company. I was an owner for 25 years, and I've left that company since, and I've gone to a different company.
But you still own
I
33% of
still
it.
own it. Yeah, we're working on that right now, but I still own 33% of the company, and but that's my life.
Very interesting. Well, you've done a lot of
I
things.
have, I have. In fact, the only thing I haven't done is a radio show.
Well,
And you know what? It's a good time to announce it, I think. I'm going to
absolutely.
be doing a radio show starting in January. January 10th, a radio show on real estate. My host is the multiple Emmy Award winning Rick Garcia. And I'm very excited. He's crazy, and I'm a little crazy. And so it's going to be all about real estate. It's called Real Estate It's That Simple, because that's been my tagline for the last 28 years. And again, 10 a.m. Friday. It's going to be on every Friday, 10 a.m., starting January 10th.
That is incredible. Well, you've really come up the ladder, haven't you?
You know what? I don't know what I'm going to do after this, though. I mean,
You
I'm
will
checking
love
boxes
this.
off.
No, you will love doing this.
You know what's going to be
love
really
it.
exciting is, I heard the app. When you download the app, I hear that you can hear the actual radio show from all over the world. And in February, I'm going to go to Europe, and I'm going to test that theory.
Well, I know it works because I have a cousin who lives in England.
Oh, well, this is exciting.
And I hadn't heard from him. I didn't really even know he existed until he contacted me through email.
Really?
Yes.
I'm actually thinking
Incredible.
of doing the show from Prague. We'll be in Prague that day, and I'm asking to see if we can't actually have me do the show from Prague, which would be fun.
That would be
Yeah, what the
very
heck?
interesting.
The heck?
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's terrific. Well, KHTS has really come a long way.
Oh, it's incredible.
I was with them when they were over in Canyon Country.
Yes,
In
I
that
remember
tiny
that.
little place, you had to walk up
I
the
remember,
stairs in
I
that
remember.
tiny little room.
I remember I was doing a play, and they actually had me come over and talk about the Christmas play that we were doing at Canyon Theater. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was fun. And it was a small place.
And this is so much nicer.
Yeah.
Really is. And you're right in the middle of everything.
And everybody is very, very nice here.
Oh, they're wonderful.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Except for Rick
wonderful.
Garcia. He's kind of, him, and he walks around with his entourage, 6, 7, 8 people. And that's kind of hard to deal with, but I'll get used to it.
Sounds like you're going to have to.
I guess I have to. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, maybe I'll work on my own entourage.
So you live locally?
I do. I live in Stevenson Ranch.
Yes.
I've been out here forever. I have got 3 great boys. They're all grown and gone, which is interesting because we're to that age now where we have a fairly large house. Considering what I grew up in, right? 6 kids, 2 adults. I grew up in 800 square feet in North Hollywood. And so we have about 3,200 square feet, and we're torn. And I'm sure a lot of people are like me. They're torn of what they do. The kids are gone. It's just the 2 of us, 3,200 square feet. Do you sell and move down, or do you just keep the house for those wonderful times that everybody can come over? And they can stay over, and they've got their own bedrooms. It's one of those things. It's like I'm torn. I don't know.
You know what my opinion is?
What's that?
Stay.
Yeah, I think
Stay.
so. I think so.
I don't think you'll regret it.
I agree.
Whereas if you move down and you get a much smaller place, then what's going to happen when everybody wants to come over for Thanksgiving or Christmas?
Exactly.
There won't be any room at all.
Exactly.
And are the 3 boys married?
They're all married. Yes, absolutely.
they have
we have
children?
one granddaughter.
Okay,
have
but
one
there will be
granddaughter.
more.
Yes, we're working on that.
Yeah,
We're working on
and then you'll be able to have great-grandchildren.
that. Oh my! Well, God willing.
I have 6 grandchildren. I have 2 children, 6 grandchildren, and 6 great-grandchildren.
Good for you.
Yeah.
My goodness.
I had 3 boys. I lost 1 son 33 years ago,
Oh, I'm sorry.
and he was a world-class motorcycle racer.
Oh my. Is that how he died?
Yeah, he was the first American to race the Paris-Dakar,
Oh my
that
God.
8,700-mile race from the Eiffel Tower down through France over into Africa. He was the first American.
I didn't even know there was a race like that. That
Oh,
sounds
yes.
fascinating.
Yes. Well, they've changed it now. I think it's in Chile, is it? I think it's in South America somewhere.
Okay.
But I don't know where.
Okay.
But let's take a break.
Wow. Okay. Thank you.
And this was wonderful. You'll have to come back again.
Yes. Yes, I would love
Please.
to. Anytime.
'Cause, yes. We'll have to make sure you do that at least once a month.
Does that mean I'm leaving?
Yes.
Oh.
Unfortunately.
Dang it.
I know.
I was
know.
just getting started. Barbara, thank you so much.
I'm so
This was
glad
awesome.
you came. I mean, it's so nice to meet you. Phil Nordella.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Thanks.
Great talking to you.
Thank you.
We need to take that break. I'm Barbara Cochran on your hometown station, 98.1 FM, AM 1220, KHTS.
Olive Terrace Bar and Grill is the hottest new Mediterranean fusion restaurant in Santa Clarita with unique delicacies like seafood right off the boat, mouth-watering prime steaks, artesian sandwiches, delicious pastas, and tasty kebabs. Unwind on their cozy outdoor patio at their weekend champagne brunch, full menu, and weekly specials at oliveterracebarandgrill.com. Check out their full bar and happy hour daily specials in Valencia on Copper Hill and Newhall Ranch Road by LA Fitness. Olive Terrace Bar and Grill, delicious food seasoned with love.
At Advanced Audiology, we know how important hearing is to you, your loved ones, your work success, your safety, and your ability to stay in the game. Most people won't admit hearing loss to themselves or others. We make it easy for you. Today's digital hearing aids come in a variety of styles, including invisible. All feature-rich, providing unparalleled hearing quality, wearing comfort, and automation that simplifies your life. Don't be fooled by our imitators. There's only one Advanced Audiology with the purple sign next to AAA on Valencia Boulevard.
The Art Gallery of Santa Clarita Artists Association, located in downtown Newhall on 6th Street between Railroad and Main, features local members' original artwork with changing exhibits every 2 months. Purchase affordable art for your home or as gifts. Open Friday through Sunday or by appointment. Artists wishing to join the SCAA can visit santaclaritaartist.org, come to our free monthly meetings at Barnes & Noble, or stop by the gallery. For upcoming shows, check us out at santaclaritaartist.org. We make visual art visible.
This holiday season, get ready for more oohs, more ahs, and more grrs than ever. Because with all new animal characters and other dazzling wonders to discover, LA Zoo Lights is wilder than ever for an unforgettable holiday night out with family and friends. LA Zoo Lights, November 15th through January 5th. Tickets start at just $11 at lazoolights.org. LA Zoo Lights, LA's wildest holiday tradition.
Mission Valley Bank is a commercial bank in the Santa Clarita Valley that really puts the community into community banking.
At Mission Valley Bank, we strive to be a trusted advisor to our clients, and that means being an integral part of the communities we serve. We started the Give Where You Live program to help bring awareness to our nonprofit partners. We're more than just a local business bank. In fact, we're a full-service, independent commercial bank that is locally owned, community-minded, and relationship-driven. I'm Tamara Gurney, President and CEO of Mission Valley Bank, and I invite you to experience the Mission Valley Bank difference, where your success is our mission. We want to be your most valued bank.
Mission Valley Bank has been named Most Trusted Advisor Business Banker by the San Fernando Valley Business Journal 5 years in a row, and received the Business Leadership Award by the Santa Clarita Valley Chamber of Commerce, Valley Industry Association, and SCVI Economic Development Corporation. Visit them at their Center Point branch location or at missionvalleybank.com. Member FDIC.
Santa Clarita's premier senior living community, Oakmont of Santa Clarita, is leasing, bringing comfort and luxury to assisted living. Seniors can enjoy 5-star amenities, panoramic views, easy access to the freeways, and nearby shopping centers in a world-class community that provides an advanced continuum of care. No other community has this kind of luxury and amenities in our valley. You'll find good health, vitality, and purpose at Oakmont of Santa Clarita. Stop by for a tour. Visit oakmontofsantaclarita.com.
Hi, I'm Miles McNamara, Certified Senior Advisor and owner of Comfort Keepers in Home Care. Our caregivers help you in your own home. A Comfort Keeper can provide companionship, meal preparation, medication monitoring, assistance with personal care, transportation to doctor appointments, all enhancing your independence and safety in the comfort and privacy of your own home. So if you or someone you love could use a helping hand at home, call Comfort Keepers at 287-4200. That's 287-4200.
It's the Gilchrist Farm Holiday Hoedown, December 14th and 15th. Catch the holiday horse and rider costume parade on Saturday and Sunday at 10 a.m. Your kids can play in the festive petting zoo with goats, pigs, bunnies, ducks, and chickens. There are pony rides, caroling wagon rides, handmade holiday food, crafts, festive music, and Santa. It's holiday magic at Gilchrist Farms. Just a short ride up Bouquet Canyon. The Holiday Hoedown at Gilchrist Farms. December 14th and 15th from 10 a.m. till 5 p.m. Details at gilchristfarm.com.
You see so much when you look at your child. A creative spirit that surprises you every day. Curiosity that develops into exploring unique passions. A little leader growing every day to discover who they are, what they love, and how they can make their mark on the world. At SCVI, we see those same amazing things. Our tuition-free K-12 charter school gives your child boundless opportunities to think critically and imagine freely, with a customized learning program built around each individual student. As iLead's founding school, SCVI combines an immersive approach to traditional subject learning with extracurricular activities including STEAM, robotics, theater, music, and sports. SCVI has the only international baccalaureate program in Santa Clarita, with a 10-year proven track record of graduates excelling at top universities. And we're in your backyard, just off the 5 freeway in West Santa Clarita Valley in Castaic. For enrollment information or to learn more about our program, including homeschool options, visit iLeadSantaClarita.org. iLead Schools, free to think, inspired to lead.
your hometown station.
Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64?
Welcome back to the Senior Hour. I'm Barbara Cochran on your hometown station, 98.1 FM, AM 1220, KHTS. And we're speaking now with Nola Aronson, who is one of the sponsors of the Senior Hour. And welcome, Nola. It's good to see you again.
Good to see you too, Barbara.
You got here.
Got here. It's
Through all the rain and the traffic.
Yep, it's raining and cold today, but I made it and you made it.
Yes. I love weather like this, though. I love it.
Yeah.
It's so unusual.
I really like it better when I'm home with the fireplace and a book.
Oh, yes,
you know?
yes. That I would agree with you. Although my kitty cat this morning insisted that she wanted to go outside. Well, I don't let her out unless I'm out with her.
Mm-hmm.
And she sat at the back door, row, row. I said, okay, let me get my toast and my coffee. And so I went up back and sat down in the chair out there. And she wandered around. She didn't go off the patio because it was raining.
Right.
But she got what she wanted. She has Mommy wrapped around her finger.
Yep, like my dog. I have the same thing.
Yes. So what are we talking about today, Nola?
I thought we should talk about hearing for the holidays today.
Hearing for the holidays, yes.
Okay, because one of the biggest frustrations of family members is, and for the person themselves, is when you can't participate and you have all your grandkids over or all your children and the whole family sitting around and they're all having a great conversation and you're sitting there going, oh, I wish I didn't have to be here.
Either
That's
that
very
or
sad.
I wish I could hear what they're talking about.
Yeah. So I don't want anybody to feel left out this holiday season. So I'm just announcing this right now. Nobody else knows about it, but I just thought of it. So I'm going to have an after Black Friday holiday special.
Oh.
And I am going to give hearing aids away, not give them away, I shouldn't say that, but at a lower price. So
it will be giving them away.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, yes, for me it will be giving them away,
Yes.
but I want everybody to be able to hear for the holidays. So a lot of people talk about they're going to take $500 off of the hearing aids, but if you read the fine print very carefully, it could be off of the manufacturer's suggested retail price, not off of their everyday sales prices, because nobody sells the manufacturer's suggested retail price.
Interesting.
So watch for those ads and see if they're true or not. So we're going to take $1,000 off of our everyday price.
My goodness.
So you could get a pair of hearing aids from us for as low as $2,000 for the
both
pair.
of them.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Normally they would be $3,000 for the pair.
Wow.
Now, one thing that's different about advanced audiology and coming to a private practice versus a big box store is that you get service.
Mm-hmm.
And hearing aids break down quite frequently these days because they're so tiny and the wax gets into the hearing aid and then you can't hear. So we have walk-in hours twice a day from 9 to 10 and 4 to 5 where we have a specialist. Her name is Karen, and she will service the hearing aids for you and make sure that they're working properly. So even if you already have hearing aids, come by and visit us, but you need to have an appointment unless you come between 9 and 10 and 4 to 5 every single day, and we will service your hearing aids for you.
Wow, that's wonderful, Nola.
So that we make
That's
sure that
wonderful.
you're hearing very well for the holidays. So another thing is it's open enrollment right now this week for Medicare and Medicare
right.
Advantage plans.
That's
and I
right.
just want to mention a little bit about that because people are being baffled when they come into our office and the Medicare Advantage plan told them that they have hearing aid benefits. I need you all to watch out for that. They do have a benefit, but the benefit is a discount program through a third party. It's not through us. If we are contracted with that third party, we can do it, but they're the ones making the money, not us, number one. Number two, you still have to put money out of your pocket. The insurance companies are not putting money out of their pockets with these plans, unless you have certain industries that you're in or you paid a premium for hearing aids. Everybody's different and every plan is different, but I am on Medicare, and so I inquired about all these Advantage plans to see which one I want to pick. And so I just want you to read the fine print and know what it really means when it says that you have a hearing aid benefit. A lot of these third-party companies are coming out with really inexpensive hearing aids, $6.99 each and $9.99 each, that come out of your pocket if you're in these plans, but beware of the technology and the performance of these hearing aids.
Yes. Read
now,
the fine print.
Yes.
It's interesting because these ads of every 5 minutes they seem to come on.
Right.
Medicare, you get this, you get this, you get this, you get this. And I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute, that's not true.
That's right.
That is not true. And how they are allowed to advertise like that is beyond me.
Well,
because
they do
it's
have
a
this
lie.
benefit, but it's not out of the insurance company's pocket.
No.
It is out of your pocket. And the thing is, when you come to, I've been in this field for 40 years now, and I am used to servicing people and making them hear better and really caring about the person that I'm with. And same thing for all of medicine. You know, the doctors do want to do a good job and they do want to do their best, but, you know, sometimes they have to, you know, cut certain corners.
Yes.
Because of the system of however it is.
And that's understandable.
And so we all want to, like I'm old-fashioned because I've been doing this for so long, so I'm used to giving everything to somebody once they purchase a hearing aid through me. So I've always bundled my service with the cost of the hearing aid. Now with all these advertisements on TV and magazines everywhere, you're getting the cost of the hearing aid. So they're making a hearing aid a commodity, not a medical device, not something that you need. Now we have over-the-counter hearing aids coming out.
Will improve your quality of life.
Right.
And that's what it really is. That's the bottom line.
But if you...
But you have to get quality.
That's right.
And not always at the big box stores and through the TV and through the newspapers.
And online.
And online you have to be very, very careful. We urge you to be very careful and read the fine print, because you're not necessarily going to get what you see advertised.
That's correct. And, you know, also it's the care. Hearing aids require an experienced person to program the hearing aids. In the state of California, you could just finish high school and get trained to become a hearing aid dispenser, and you can sell hearing aids. But how much experience does that person have and understanding how the technology actually works? Or are they just pushing a button that they were told to push and then they can't get the hearing aid right? So a funny story happened, you know, years ago when private labeling of hearing aids first came out. There was another company up here that was private labeling their hearing aids. And so this guy comes in and he gets a hearing aid from me. And then when he comes back for his recheck appointment, he says, okay, Nola, I have to be honest with you. I went down the street to try their new digital hearing aid, but your hearing aid is so much better. And I started to laugh because it was the exact same hearing aid. And I like to tell that story because it's not the hearing aid itself.
That's right.
It is the person that's fitting the hearing aid on you and the amount of experience and knowledge they have about hearing. And audiologists now have to go to school for an extra 4 years to become doctors of audiology.
Wow.
So
but that's good.
Well, it's good in diagnostics,
Yeah,
which
well.
we don't really get paid for.
Well, I guess that's true.
That's the problem, is that if we could make money diagnosing, then audiologists, could just do that. But we have to do hearing aids also. And now these students are going to school for an extra 4 years and spending thousands and thousands of dollars taking out student loans. Now they're a doctor, and then we're asked to join these third-party companies that are getting hearing aids less expensive from the manufacturer, and we're getting a fitting fee for all the schooling that we've had. So that's really what's happening out there. So if you still want good service, then, know that when you're given a price, it's not just the cost of the hearing aid. It's the cost of service over many years. Hearing aids have a lifetime of 7 years. They can be repaired for 7 years. So that's, I always use this comparison, and then everybody says I don't drink coffee, but it's less than a cup of Starbucks coffee a day. And what is your hearing worth to you? A lot of people don't really know that they're having a hearing problem until somebody else complains about the hearing.
Mm-hmm.
They're not really aware of it. It's not important. So listen to your loved ones. It's very frustrating to others when you do have a hearing problem. And when I see people that didn't even realize they had a hearing problem, but their spouses were complaining or their family member, and they come in and they get them, oh my God, there's just like so much of a difference. They say, oh, I never realized.
Yes.
Yeah, you were shouting. You mean that? That's why you were telling me the refrigerator was broken, because you heard that noise? I never heard that noise before.
Or what did you say? What did you say?
Yeah.
I didn't understand you.
Right.
And I'm thinking, because I heard that with Russ.
Right.
Before he got his hearing aids.
Mm-hmm.
And what an absolute difference.
Right.
Because at one time he told me I was shouting.
Yeah.
Which I was just using my normal voice. But he said, you're shouting. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, now you can hear because you finally got some hearing aids.
That's right.
It's amazing.
And
it really is.
It's very joyous. That's why I stay in my profession as long as I have, because it makes me feel so good that I'm changing people's lives.
Yes.
And that I'm making a difference. And so, it's just makes me so happy when somebody just lights up and says, wow, I didn't know they were so small. Oh, you can't even see them. Oh, this is great. Oh, I have my phone now. I can play with this app on my phone, and I can control my hearing aids, and I can watch TV through my hearing aids, and I have my own personal headset, and I can do so much with these. This is really cool. And I had one person that said, hey, don't tell anybody, but I was listening to the ball game in church because I could listen to the ball game and nobody else knew, but don't tell anybody. And so that's really exciting, very exciting with this, the new technology. And you'll notice, you watch musicians on TV and they're wearing these big plugs in their ears and they're all different colors. And then you see people on their phones with these big Bluetooth things hanging out of their ears. And people go, I don't want a hearing aid because it's big and ugly.
Yes.
Well, so they're so surprised when they see them. And now you have your own personal Bluetooth headset. And maybe you don't understand Bluetooth, maybe, but it means that you can connect wirelessly to listening to your music, listening to audiobooks, and, listening to the radio in church, nobody knowing.
That's funny. That's really funny. And do we need to take a break? Yes, we do. We'll be back in a few minutes with Nola Aronson of Advanced Audiology. I'm Barbara Cochran on your hometown station, 98.1 FM, AM 1220, KHTS.
If you find yourself in an issue with the IRS and they're threatening you, or you can't sleep at night, remember this name, Anthem Tax Services. Within 2 months, they saved me $25,000.
If you are a small business owner or self-employed and owe $10,000 or more to the IRS or state, call Anthem Tax Services today. 866-630-2694. We have saved millions of dollars in tax debt, and our goal is to reduce your tax debt to as little as possible. Call 866-630-2694. We are confident enough in our services to offer a 100% money-back guarantee if we can't put you in a better position than where you started. Call for a free consultation, and we'll also take care of your tax case study for free, saving you hundreds of dollars. Call 866-630-2694. Anthem Tax Services, the trusted name in tax resolution. 866-630-2694. 866-630-2694.
Aloha, friends. Go check out Honu Coffee, home of the best cold brew coffee. What makes their coffee special is how their organic coffee beans are infused with nitrogen to create a smooth and delicious cup of coffee. You'll also find traditional bold coffees and island-inspired signature drinks. They're the perfect place to catch up with friends or just relax with your favorite cup of joe. Honu Coffee on Lyons and Walnut in Newhall. Stop by and say aloha.
And now for your convenience, a second Honu location at 23502 Lyons Avenue between Peachland and Apple.
Owning Corporation, Equal Housing Lender, licensed by the Department of Business Oversight under the California Residential Mortgage Lending Act, NMLS 1797976. Call 833-852-6464 for terms and conditions.
Crazy things are going on in the world right now, like owning funding 15-year fixed refis at 2.99 rate and APR. Yes, you heard correctly, 2.99 rate and APR with no fees of any kind. Needless to say, people are going to owning.com for this free closer rate and APR like mad. In fact, if you have both a real estate and mortgage license, we may want to hire you. Look, money is so dirt cheap, most folks are taking cash out of their equity to do just about anything, including sticking it into their bank accounts, just to have it there. Wouldn't you be crazy not to go to owning.com and grab 2.99 APR, no closing costs, no nonsense money while it's out there? Call 855-5-OWNING or go to owning.com to not miss these monthly savings. 855-5-OWNING.
'Tis the season to find your thrill at Six Flags Magic Mountain as the park transforms into a magical winter wonderland for Holiday in the Park, daily through January 5th, with millions of twinkling lights, festive shows, special seasonal treats, visits with Santa, and more. Win free Holiday in the Park tickets. Stay tuned to your hometown station and you could be the next lucky winner. Not a winner? You can still share in the holiday fun. Visit sixflags.com for the best deals on tickets, memberships, and season passes.
At Advanced Audiology, we know how important hearing is to you, your loved ones, your work success, your safety, and your ability to stay in the game. Most people won't admit hearing loss to themselves or others. We make it easy for you. Today's digital hearing aids come in a variety of styles, including invisible. All feature-rich, providing unparalleled hearing quality, wearing comfort, and automation that simplifies your life. Don't be fooled by our imitators. There's only one Advanced Audiology with the purple sign next to AAA on Valencia Boulevard.
It's like no other station I've ever listened to. It's great.
Your hometown station.
Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64?
Welcome back to the Senior Hour. I'm Barbara Cochran on your hometown station, 98.1 FM, AM 1220, KHTS. And we're speaking with Nola Aronson And let's continue. It's been a very interesting conversation.
Yes. During our break, I was telling a story about, yesterday an 11-year-old little girl came in with her mom, and she needs hearing aids, and she hadn't gotten them because she was a little bit nervous about it. And when I told her, how she was going to have her own Bluetooth headset, she was thrilled. And I showed her, she has black hair and she likes to tie it back. And I showed her how, look at this black hearing aid, and it blends in with your hair, and nobody could see anything. And she was so happy about that. And because I said, when you want to listen to your music, you put your earbuds in, and the wires hang down and they're all over the place, but this is inconspicuous and you don't even know, and it also helps you with your hearing. So, I didn't bring this up before too, but now hearing aids can also act like a Fitbit. So you can track your steps, you can measure your brain activity, how much do you listen, or how much do you talk. You can translate up to 16 different languages. It has fall detection in it, so you don't need an alert system anymore. And you can put on, to somebody, that you fell. You can, it's just so many things that it does now. It's not just a hearing aid. And it's not about age, even though we're on the senior hour.
Yes,
and
that's
more
very true.
seniors will have hearing loss. However, the majority
like that
of
little
people,
11-year-old girl, she
Right.
has hearing loss.
But babies have hearing loss.
Yes.
And you can be born with hearing loss, or you could develop hearing loss later from ear infections, from high fevers, from virus. You can, lose your hearing in one ear, like our owner of KHTS Radio, Carl Goldman. I found an acoustic tumor in his ear.
Wow.
But I'm still able to help him with hearing aids. And, we do all kinds of things as audiologists, that it's not all about hearing aids and selling a hearing aid. We don't sell hearing aids. We help people and we give you a solution.
Yes, that's right.
And that's the difference. We're not out for the sale. We're out to help you.
That's right.
And that makes a really big difference to me. And so therefore, we also offer free hearing screenings to our community so that you will have a baseline. Mm-hmm. I had a friend of mine come in from one of my business groups that I'm in the other night. We wanted to meet each other better, so I had him come to my office. He had never seen my office before, and I gave him a free hearing screening so he can see what my office was like. And it was really cool because although he didn't notice it, he used to be a musician, and he does have some hearing loss. So now he has a baseline. It's not really affecting him right now, but he does have the baseline. So he's able now to watch this, and I gave him a copy, and now he'll know. And so it's also an educational thing. One thing we like to do at Advanced Audiology is we like to educate people about their hearing so they can become more knowledgeable and, understand what's going on. So we're located at 23033 Valencia Boulevard, Suite 103. We're next to AAA in the Century 21 Owen Patterson building. We have a purple sign, and we're called Advanced Audiology, and we will have some specials. So if you call up, make an appointment, we'll do a free hearing screening, or come in during our walk-in hours between 9 and 10, 4 to 5. Our phone number is 661-253-3277. 661-253-EARS 3277. And we hope to see everybody there to have better hearing for the holidays.
Absolutely, and that's so critical. It really is. Like we talked at the very beginning of the show, when you're in a room full of people, kids, adults, and they're all talking, and you're sitting there. Well, what are they saying? What are they talking about? It's very, very uncomfortable. Right. I know, because Russ used to be in that situation until he finally realized, wait a minute, I need to be able to hear what's going on. And so we got him hearing aids. And what a difference it makes.
Yeah.
I didn't have to, as he said, shout anymore.
Yeah, that's cool. And that's what we like to see, too.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Everybody happy because they can hear. And especially the little 11-year-old girl.
Well,
who now will
she'll be coming back. Yeah.
And she'll be able to hear better and participate. And there's Evil Eye over there telling me it's time to close down. Yes. And Nola, thank you so much for coming in.
Yes, and thanks for having me.
Absolutely. It's very, very interesting. And we're sponsored by Comfort Keepers in Home Care and Advanced Audiology. Join us next week on the Senior Hour. Now go and enhance your quality of life.